Here's the thing, Christians. You know how when people be responding to our preaching, nobody asked for your word on Jesus, and how we used to justify it with we didn't ask for any advice at all. Here's the thing. Here's the thing about teaching. Here's the thing about teaching. We can handle being taught, but certain things, like, how do I say this? But certain things like Jesus, there's a reason for that. Like, I'm gonna tell you this: you are forcing your beliefs on us. If you were like, you think we don't have a choice but to go to hell if you don't teach us. But I'm telling you this right now. But I'm telling you this right now. We have a choice when you only preach at your churches, your concerts, your books, your whatever, your own companies. You have those rights. We respected your religion. If we didn't respect your religion, you wouldn't have none of that shit. If we didn't respect your religion, you wouldn't have none of it. No churches, no books, no churches, no books, no none of that. But the fact that it isn't good enough for you, to the point where you go to our territory and tell us what to believe. You go to our territory and tell us what to believe. That is when you're forcing your beliefs on us. Okay, I'm going to tell you this right now. If the world was Christian, there will be no peace. Okay, there are textbooks and histories of times where Christianity was in power. And they are always associated with fascism or communism or capitalism, those things. Like, they were associated with Marxism, racism, like a lot of that. I'm not saying Christianity like created racism. Racism happened before Christianity, but Christianity do be coming up with rules. I say they do be coming up with rules out of racism. Hey, when Christianity was in power, okay, if you know about the Salem witch trials and shit, okay, that is what happens when Christianity was in power. Hitler, fascism, that's a Christian country. And it doesn't even have to identify as Christian. North Korea, that is also a Christian country. Any fascist communist country, like y'all were behind that. Christianity was behind that. And they don't even have to identify as Christian. Like, yeah, they would persecute Christians the same. But at the same time, Christianity did influence it. Christianity did influence a lot of communist and fascist countries. Okay? Read that shit in the textbooks. That's what happens when Christianity is in power. And it is justified when Christianity isn't in power, is justified when Christianity isn't in power, when Christianity doesn't have the right to rule the country, because they did it before. They ruled states before. And they've gone mad. When Satanism rules the country, everybody has the right to believe whatever they want as long as we mind our business. As long as we mind our business. It is literally peace, harmony, don't be an asshole, and don't be a criminal. Simple as that. Like, here's the thing. I get, and another thing, Christians, I get that you don't want us to be in hell. We don't want to be in hell. But here's the thing. Not too long ago, the sun almost hit the earth. That was the hell that you warned us about. But none of us can avoid it. We almost went to hell. We almost went to hell. So I'm just telling you this right now. Why should we be living our lives in fear of what we can't control? Why should we live our lives in fear of what we can't control? Why should we live our lives in fear of what we can't avoid? This is why we don't care. Like, we care, but let us be at peace with dying in hell. Please. Let us be at peace with dying. No matter where we go, because here's the thing. We could die in hell at any time. We could die at any time, any place, anywhere. In hell, we're gonna die. The sun is 1,000,000 times bigger than the earth. And it almost hit us. And if it hits us, we will all burn, Christian or not. But I'm going to tell you this. If you try anything, and if you try anything funny, and we burn, you burn with us.